Hello friends, welcome back to Maths Concepts. In our last video, we learnt about divisibility tests for numbers 2 to 6. In this video, we are going to learn divisibility tests for numbers 7 to 11. Okay, we already know what is divisibility test. It is a method to check whether the given number is completely divisible by another particular number without actually performing the division. We don't have to perform the division, we simply apply the divisibility test and we can tell whether the given number is divisible by another particular number or not. Okay, let's see divisibility test for number 7. A number is divisible by 7 when digit at one's place is multiplied by 2, the result subtracted from the number formed by remaining digits, and the number such obtained is divisible by 7. Okay, let's try to understand this with example. 1792. Okay, in this case the first step would be digit at one's place is multiplied by 2. Okay, so I'll multiply 2 by 2 and I get 4. So this result, that is 4, subtracted from number formed by remaining digits. So what is the number formed by remaining digits? It is 179. So I'll subtract 4 from 179 and I get 175 as answer, right? And the number such obtained is divisible by 7. Okay, if this number obtained is divisible by 7, then we say that given number is also divisible by 7. Okay, now we don't know whether 175 is divisible by 7 or not. Should we perform actual division? I think we can again apply the same divisibility test, right? So what we will do, we will again apply this same divisibility test, that is we will multiply number at units place by 2, which will give me 5 into 2 as 10, and I'll subtract it from the number formed by remaining digits, that is 17. 17 minus 10 will give me 7, and now I definitely know that 7 is divisible by 7, right? That means 175 is divisible by 7, and which also means 1792, this number is also divisible by 7. Okay, now let's take another example. 1762. Yeah, 2 into 2 will give me 4 and I'll subtract it from number 176, which will give me 172 as answer. Now I'll apply divisibility test again. So 2 into 2 will give me 4 and I'll subtract it from 17, which will give me 13. Now I know that 13 is not multiple of 7, that is 13 is not completely divisible by 7, and that's why 172 is also not divisible by 7, and that is the reason 1762 is also not divisible by 7. Okay, alright, let's validate our divisibility test by actually performing the division. We will take the same example 792 and 1762. So when I divide 1792 by 7, it gives me quotient as 256 and remainder 0, and we say that it is divisible by 7. This validates our divisibility test. Okay, next example is 1762 divided by 7 gives me quotient as 251 and remainder 5. It means it is not divisible by 7, and again once again this actual division validates our divisibility test. Remember, we don't have to perform actual division, we can apply divisibility test. I am performing this actual division just for our understanding and for validating the divisibility test. Okay, alright, divisibility test for 8. A number with 4 or more digits is divisible by 8 if number formed by last 3 digits, ones, tens, hundreds place of the number is divisible by 8. Okay, if the number is greater than 3-digit number, then we apply this divisibility test for 8. The number formed by last 3 digits, if it is divisible by 8, then the whole number is divisible by 8. Okay, let's try to understand it with the example. 9216, 8216, 7216. I know here 216 is divisible by 8. I have performed actual division for 3-digit number and I can see that it is divisible by 8, and that's why I can say that all these numbers 9216, 8216, 7216, all these are divisible by 8. Okay, now this divisibility test of 8 is more useful when you have a big number, like a number which has more number of digits. Say for example 2 3 5 9 2 1 6. So this is 7-digit number. I just have to check whether the last 3-digit numbers, that is number formed by last 3 digits, is divisible by 8 or not, and then I can tell whether the given number is divisible by 8 or not. Okay, all right, let's take another example. 7218. Here 218 is not divisible by 8, and hence we say that 7218 is not divisible by 8. Okay, let's validate this test for 8. 7216 divided by 8 gives me quotient 902 and remainder 0, and this validates our divisibility test for 8. This number is divisible by 8. 7218 divided by 8 gives me quotient 902 but remainder as 2, and that's why we say that it is not divisible by 8. Okay, our next, okay, divisibility test for numbers with 3 or less number of digits has to be checked by actually performing the division operation. Okay, this divisibility test applies to numbers only to the numbers with more than 3 digits. Okay, now let's see divisibility test for 9. It's very simple. If sum of all digits in the given number is divisible by 9, then the number itself is also divisible by 9. Let's take few examples. 9216. Here addition of all digits, that is 9 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6, will give 18, and we know that 18 is multiple of 9, and that's why we can see that given number, that is 9216, is also divisible by 9. Another example is 7216. Here addition of digits will be 7 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6, that is 16, and we know that 16 is not multiple of 9, or 16 is not divisible by 9, and that's why we can say that 7216 is not divisible by 9. Again, here validation for divisibility test. 9216 divided by 9 gives 1024 as quotient, 0 as remainder, and that's why it is divisible by 9. 7216 divided by 9 gives me quotient 901 but remainder as 7, and it is not divisible by 9. The next divisibility test is pretty simple, very simple. We know that all numbers that end with 0, that is which have 0 at one's place, are divisible by 10. That is 8970, 8940, 8910, 7520. Any number, absolutely any number that ends with 0 is divisible by 10. And all other numbers which do not end with 0 are not divisible by 10. Here I have given, here we have performed actual division for validation. It's pretty simple. We will move to next divisibility test, that is a divisibility test for 11. If the difference between sum of digits at even places and sum of digits at odd places of a number is either 0 or divisible by 11, then that number is divisible by 11. Okay, let's see few examples. 89716. Here numbers at odd places are 876 and digits at even places are 9 and 1. Addition of digits at odd places is 8 plus 7 plus 6, that is 21, and addition, that is sum of digits at even places, is 9 plus 1, that is 10. So 21 minus 10 is 11, and since 11 is multiple of 11, 11 ones are 11, right? So since this is completely divisible by 11, we say that given number is also divisible by 11. Another example is 89516. Here addition of digits at odd places is 8 plus 5 plus 6, that is 19, and addition of digits at even places is 10. Difference is 9. But we know that 9 is not divisible by 11, and that's why we say that given number is also not divisible by 11. Here is a validation by actually performing the division. 89716 divided by 11 gives me 8156 as quotient, 0 as remainder, and we can say that we have validated the divisibility test for 11 and the given number is divisible by 11. 89516 divided by 11 gives me quotient 8136 but remainder as 0, and we can say that it is not divisible by 11. Okay, now let's perform few examples. Let's solve few examples. Using divisibility test, determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 7. Okay, what was our divisibility test for 7? We have to multiply ones place digit by 2, then subtract that multiplication from the number formed by remaining digits. Okay, if the result of subtraction is divisible by 7, then the given number is also divisible by 7. Let's apply it for 574. Here in this case 4 multiplied by 2 will give me 8, and 57 minus 8 will be 49. Since 49 is divisible by 7, we can say that 574 is also divisible by 7. Next example is 2150. Here I have to subtract 0 multiplied by 2, that is 0, from 215. This will give me 215, but I don't know whether 215 is divisible by 7 or not. So what I'll do, I'll apply the divisibility test again. This will give me 10, and 21 minus 10 is 11, which is not divisible by 7, and that's why I can say that the given number is not divisible by 7. Next examples are to check divisibility test of 8. If last 3 digits are divisible by 8, then given number is divisible by 8. So I'll check whether 682 is divisible by 8 or not. 8 8s are 64, and 8 5s are 40. So this number is 682 is not divisible by 8, and that's why we can say that 4682 is also not divisible by 8. Next one is 7864. Here I'll check if 864, that is number formed by last 3 digits, is divisible by 8 or not. 8 ones are 8, 60, 8 8s are 64. Okay, so this number is divisible by 8, and that's why I can say that 7864 is also divisible by 8. Okay, next examples are to check divisibility test of 9. Divisibility test of 9 says addition of all digits should be multiple of 9. Here in this case, addition of 7 plus 8 plus 3 will be 15 plus 3 18. Addition is 18, which is multiple of 9, and we can say that 7830 is divisible by 9. Here addition of digits will be 7 plus 2 9 plus 9 18 plus 4 22. 22 is not divisible by 9, and hence this number is not divisible by 9. Now let's check divisibility test for 11. 18964. Addition, sum of numbers at odd places is 1 plus 9 plus 4 is 14, and addition of numbers at even places is 8 plus 6 14. 14 minus 14 is 0, and we can say that this is divisible by 11. Now next example 5637. Addition of numbers at odd places 5 plus 3 8, and addition of numbers at even places 6 plus 7 13. 8 minus 13 or 13 minus 8 is 5, which is not divisible by 11, and we can say that this number is not divisible by 11. Now here are few examples for you to solve. Determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 7, then divisible by 8, and then divisible by 11. And you can pause the video, you can write down the questions, write down the answers, and then check answers at the end of this video. Okay, so here are answers for your questions. I hope you got all the answers correct. If not, please watch the video again, try to understand the concept, check where you went wrong, and solve the problems again. Okay, all right. So this is all about divisibility test for numbers from 7 to 11. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you. Bye bye.